Hi guys, welcome to Pink Cake Princess. Today I'm going to show you how to create these cute love heart on wires and also this special number 1. Perfect to jazz up any particular cakes, just stick them in and you've got a really fancy looking cake. These were for my little niece Shayla who turned 1 this year. Okay, to make my toppers I'm using some fuchsia coloured fondant icing and some white fondant icing. I'm also using some wire, number 22 wire. You can get these from your local cake decorating shops or online. I'm also using a couple of love heart cutters. I've rolled out my fondant icing. Now if you want to roll it a little bit more even than I have, you can use 2 skewers on either side to help you with the thickness. Then I've used my cutters to cut my hearts out and removing the excess. Okay, now I'm using my wires. I'm just dipping them into a little bit of water and then just gently pressing them into the love hearts. Okay, now holding both sides of the fondant firmly as I put the stick in. Once I've done that, I'm going to let them sit aside and firm up. I haven't added any tylose to this fondant, so I'm going to need these to set overnight. Now onto my number 1. I've used this cutter to cut out my number 1. If you don't have this cutter, you can just cut out a template and use an X-acto knife to cut out the 1. Now gently inserting the wire into the number, pressing down on the fondant as I press it through. Okay, now I'm using a little straw or a cut off of a straw to cut out tiny little dots and using a toothpick to help me get them out. Now I'm cutting out a strip of the pink fondant. And just creating the bow there, checking it on the 1 to make sure it's the right size, cutting it in half and then just gently gathering it together at the end to create the ribbon loops. Placing a little bit of tissue just to keep it in place as it sets and dries, and creating a little bit at the top. Now once it's dry, I'm just going to stick it onto my number 1 with a little bit of water, or if you have, you can use edible glue. And using my toothpick just to shape it. Now sticking on my little polka dots and painting them with an edible gold paint. And also painting my hearts. I'm painting one side first and then letting it dry for about 20 minutes and then I paint the other side and the edges. Once that's done, you can add another little coat on top of the front side if you want. And that's it. That's your heart toppers and your number 1 topper. Perfect to jazz up any cake. You can obviously create it in stars or any other shape that you want. And if you have liked this tutorial, don't forget to click the like button below and throw me a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you want to see more sweet treats, and click on the tutorials on the screen or in the video description below.